According to YouTube, we are live. I got my microphone up. What scene are we using today? I think this is the scene from yesterday. We're not using that one. We're using this one. Okay, we're using this scene today. What's up, everybody? I am Doggie Diamonds. Why I look so close to the screen? I don't like to look all that close to the screen. But what's up, everybody? I am Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. We are live. Oh, move the microphone. You heard the little rumble there. But we are live, indirect right now on YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the chat room that will be joining me tonight. Shout out to everybody who will be calling in tonight. Tonight's topic is, what is your idea of justice? So I put that out there. I want to share this though. Can I share this? How do I share this? Let's share this on Twitter. Okay, so let's share this really quick. Okay, I think I shared the tweet really quick. How do I share this on, is there a way to share it on Facebook? No, I don't see how to share it on Facebook. Okay, so there's no Facebook share? Okay, well, whatever. There is no Facebook share to share it directly from the program. But so what's up, everybody? This is Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. I'm going to put a number up here. I want everybody to call in. You see what tonight's topic is. What is your idea of justice? I see a lot of people marching, saying no justice, no peace. But what is justice? So I want to know what exactly, in your opinion, what is justice? Now, last night we did a stream. It was about what was going on in your area. I had people call in and tell me what was going on in your area. I decided to make that stream into an actual podcast. So I did that. That podcast is out right now. The audio versions, that's on Doggie Diamonds, No Filter, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. The issue that I have with it is that when I streamed it to YouTube, YouTube did not monetize the video. They had an issue with whatever. I don't know what they had an issue with, but they did not monetize the video. I know for a fact that it could be because of the language. So what I want tonight is please do not use any profanity when you call in. If you curse, I'm going to cut you off, okay? Because YouTube, for some reason, on some people's channel, they let them curse. They let them say whatever they want. On my channel, they are not having it. The minute people say one foul word or whatever, they just get crazy with me on YouTube. So that's why I say no cursing. That's why when I do my interviews, I ask people not to curse because they just really get foul with me. Or when I edit my interviews, I edit all the curses out because YouTube just don't play fair with my channel. Why? I don't know. They let other people get away with it, but for some reason with me, they just do not let it happen. You know, when they're capping my number, they're doing a lot of stuff to me over here on YouTube. So I'm at the point of, just trying to get the algorithm back and put out a lot of content. So, that's why I say don't curse. Not because I'm some holier than thou. I love the curse. If you listen to me on IG or any, I curse a lot. I curse, but for some reason on YouTube they do not mess with me on my channel with any curses. Other channels, like I said, they let them get away with it, but for me, they are harsh on me. For whatever reason, I don't know why. So I don't have no time to be dealing with them and their shenanigans and their foolishness, and not letting me express myself and not letting my audience express themselves the way they want to. So again, I'm going to say, if you call in, please do not curse. If you're not mature enough to call in without using curses, if you cannot speak without cursing, please do not call me. Do not call me playing the way people was playing on the phone last night. If that's what I'm going to get and if that's what I'm going to have to deal with, then I don't care about the voice of the people any longer. Like, please, I don't have no time to be playing. I do not do this for my health. This is not, please cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Just let everybody be mature. And that's it. So I want to put the call-in number. I want to get y'all voices in early and often. So please, if you're not mature enough to not curse, do not call me. I don't want to hear no excuse me or pardon me. Just don't curse, okay? It should be a way for you to articulate yourself without cursing. because of YouTube. YouTube is on some funny style stuff. You already know that they're very, very, very sensitive about these topics anyway. They don't want us to talk about these topics publicly. They censor a lot of people, and they censoring me. So please, please do not curse. So I'm going to put the number up, and I want people to call in. I want to hear your voice. I don't have an opposing view to anybody. I'm not here to argue with you, bicker with you. I just want to know, what is your idea of justice? So that's what we're doing right now. So this is the call-in number. Please call in 718-577-1346. The super chat is open. So if you decide to send a super chat, salute to you. The super chat is open. Also, this is the PayPal and the Cash App. If you want to, oh, that's not the PayPal and the Cash App. What are you doing? The PayPal and Cash App is actually in the description box. So I'm going to make sure I get that to you while somebody's calling in. But that's the number. The number is up there. Call in 718-577-1346. Salute to everybody who's going to watch this on the playback. Salute to everybody who's live in the chat right now. I see you, Nate Jackson. I see you, Whitney's World. I see you, Dreddy Ray Ray. EW. I see all of y'all in there in the chat right now. So I am live. This is not pre-recorded. So we got our first caller of the night. So let's take this call right here. 503. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
503. What's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, my name is Rasta. I'm calling from Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. Okay. What's your idea of justice? And please, when you give your explanation, please do not curse, please.
I won't.
Okay.
Yeah. My idea of justice is all four of the officers getting arrested.
Okay.
They don't have to get the death penalty, but I would like them to all have jail time.
Okay.
And that's about it. It's really that simple. Just, the things that happen to us, it should happen to police too when they break the law.
Gotcha.
Fair is fair. That's how you're supposed to do it. If they commit a crime, they need to go to jail for it, or else no justice, no peace.
Gotcha.
Period.
Okay.
And these.
Did you see the update?
Okay.
I think all four of them have been arrested as of today. Did you see that update?
Yes, I've seen the update, and I've seen the second-degree murder charge, and I've seen the aiding and abetting.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, what I'm kind of leery on, is they kept the charge of manslaughter and murder in the third degree. They kept that up, which means if they were to do a downward departure, they would get those lesser charges.
Got you.
And if they would, so. They may be able to go away scot-free. I don't know, but if that happens, you think something is going on now? It's going to be an actual uprising, and it won't stop.
Got you. Okay, yeah. Thank you for calling in, family. Shout out to Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Stay safe out there.
Okay, thank you. Take it easy.
No problem. Peace. Okay, what's up, everybody? Yes, the phone line is open. Please call in. Let me know what your idea of justice is. And when I say justice, not just justice in this situation, just justice, period. A lot of times people march and you hear no justice, no peace. So what is justice? Because this marching and that slogan pertains to many different situations. So what is justice? I want to know, in your opinion, what justice is. So we know what no peace is because we're kind of seeing what no peace is, but what is the justice part of the no peace? Even Minister Farrakhan had a march and said justice or else, but I don't think he really fully explained what the justice was. So we got another caller. 478. What's your number? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, 478. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Joshua Hodge. I'm calling from Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia. Okay, I want to know what your idea of justice is, and please do not curse.
Oh, I got you. To tell you the truth, I think that justice is a foreign concept as of right now. I don't know what justice is. To tell you the truth, I don't think any of our people have ever truly seen justice or recognized it living in this place called America. I just know one thing for certain, doggy, is that we ain't gonna find justice here.
Hmm. Hmm.
And another thing, I feel like it shouldn't have taken them this long to have arrested those officers that are responsible for this atrocity. You
Hmm.
see what I'm saying? And I also feel like they treat us like this is their world and that we just live in it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not. Yo, what you said was very profound and very deep. I wonder if a lot of people share your sentiment. That was that. You know what I'm saying? Respect and salute on that because wow, that's deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like feel we'll never get true judge. Yo, that's deep. Yo, I want to thank you for calling. Let me get some more callers in, but thank you for calling. Stay safe out there in Macon, Georgia.
All right, you too, bro.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Peace. Yo, that wow. Like I don't even wow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do y'all feel like that too? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like we'll never know what justice is? What is justice? We got another caller. 703, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, sunny Sunday. I'm calling from the DMV area.
DMV area. All I ask you do, bro, is not to curse. What is your idea of justice?
Okay, so here, first of all, I'm going to give you guys the literal meaning of justice. It's
Do
a
that.
noun, the quality. It's a noun, the quality of being just, righteousness, equitableness, or moral righteousness
Mm-hmm.
to uphold the justice of a cause.
Mm-hmm.
The maintenance or administration of what is just by law, as by judicial or other proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
A court of justice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so that's the literal meaning of justice. Now, what justice means to me in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
justice, if judging by the literal meaning of the word, well, we all know that the judicial system has not been geared towards the benefit of minorities in this country.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So it's we're not a part of this justice system. The justice system is actually against us. You know what I mean? So my definition of justice growing up in America is the total opposite of what the meaning is. It just depends on who you are. Justice is it wears a lot of masks. And depending on what mask you have, those are the eyes that you see justice through. You know what I mean?
So right now, if you had it your way and you had to put justice out for some of the things, and not only this situation, just in general, what would you do? What would you implement? What is justice to you? What would you do?
Okay. Now I know that this is like this point of view is, don't get me wrong, I'm pro-black, I'm pro my people, I'm an African, born in America. Justice to me for black people starts in-house.
Okay.
Justice starts with accountability for our own actions.
Okay.
Obviously, I know what police do, and I know that they come, and I know, I'm well aware of what's going on. But my idea of justice is having the same energy when these people in our neighborhoods that look just like us are committing some of these same atrocities.
Okay.
I think that that's the only way we can get justice is if we ourselves are righteous towards each other. Because it would be very difficult for any outsider to come in a home that's together. They come in our homes because they're broken homes.
Could I ask you a critical question? Sure. Was it always like that with us? I know how it is now. I know what's magnified. I know what's put out there through the media propaganda that we are savage and evil towards one another. Was it always like that? I don't think it was always like that. I don't think we were always like that towards each other. And where was the justice then? I understand what you're saying. What you're saying is not wrong, but was it always, did we always, do what we doing to each other? There was never a time where we were unified? Never? You don't believe so in history?
Judging by history, I would say yes.
Okay.
Now, these same, we had incels and people that came in, or we had incels within our groups that actually broke that apart. It was a black man that shot Malcolm X. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
We had people within our communities that betrayed us.
Okay,
And it
but
just speaks
but
to
historically though,
go
but I don't
ahead.
want to cut you. But historically, what you're saying is right and exact. But who put him up to doing it?
See, that's the narrative that confuses us.
Okay.
I think that is the issue right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, we give the people validity of what they're doing if we're saying that we can be controlled. If we can be controlled by somebody else, if they can convince us to do something amongst each other, can some outsider? You mentioned earlier you have an older brother.
Yes.
Do you think that within your family that an outsider has the potential? It probably has the potential, but the love that you may have for your brother in your household, do you think that somebody from the outside can come in and convince your brother to do you harm?
I don't believe so, but you know what though? Unfortunately, we started chasing that bag. We talk this bag stuff, and when that bag is big enough, I don't know what anybody would do, because you see people sell. You have seen people sell crack to their own mother for the bag. You understand what I'm saying? So we're so and it's systematic. That's the point I'm making. I see what you're saying is not wrong. So I don't want you to think that I'm disagreeing with you, but I think when you pull back the layers, it still goes back to what was implemented in us. And we start getting into survival mode, and we start getting into fronting and wanting to. I mean, we have entertainers and rappers who sell us out every day with the messages that they send for the bag, and know that the message is harmful, but it's for the bag. And it's the same people who get up there and tell you, trap or die and all this stuff, but their kids are going to college and goes to the best schools, but your children has to trap or die. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. You're not wrong, but systematically, when we do things to each other, we go to jail for a very long time. When they do things to us, they get away with it. So even though
I understand that.
So even though justice,
I totally understand that.
so even though justice, we shouldn't be doing things to each other, but when we do, we get fried, died, and laid to the side for doing it. But when they do it, where is the justice for what they do to us? So it's like, okay, y'all do something to each other, we gonna hang you, literally and figuratively. But if we do something to you, look what y'all do to you. So it's okay. And I think
that's the issue right there. It's like, well, if you can do it, it doesn't matter if we do it. And let's just be right and exact that I'm not supporting police. Okay, it's terrible what these people do, and I've been a victim of injustice. You know what I mean? I'm not blind to the facts. I've been a victim of it before. But what I'm saying is, if just on the street level, right? And I don't want to start talking street stuff, but on the street level, what brings police into neighborhoods typically?
Crime.
The bodies, right?
Well,
that's what really that's the main thing that alerts.
Break that down for me. The bodies. What do you mean the bodies?
Murders. A lot of the times, and it's because, they try to keep the murder rates down for political reasons and all of that. But murders are going to draw the most attention to a neighborhood. Once there's a murder, people sell drugs, people do this, people do that. But once people start killing each other, that's when the police go into these areas on high alert.
So
okay.
So I want to cut you off for 1 second. I want to cut you off for 1 second.
Let's say if we stop. Okay, go ahead.
Historically, and history is our greatest teacher, right? History is our greatest teacher. Historically, we wasn't always killing each other. They were killing us first. The police force was created to catch slaves historically, right? So now they're in our neighborhoods. They also was in our neighborhoods because they was bringing drugs in. They also was in our neighborhoods because they was shaking down drug dealers. They also was in our neighborhoods because they was on the take. They also was in the neighborhoods because they was messing with the prostitutes. So when we deal with history, it depends on what time you're talking about, because historically, history is the biggest and greatest teacher, right? So historically, I understand what you're saying. Murders is what bring police, but what brought the police before we was killing each other? Where did we get the guns from? Where did we get the guns from?
I hear you. Trust me, I understand that. Okay.
And I like this dialogue with you.
I understand that.
Reason why I like this dialogue with you, because the point of view that you have, many people have that point of view. And I think this is honest conversation. And I got a lot of respect for you because you're articulating your points. You're not using profanity and you're not being emotional. You know what I'm saying? You're articulating your points. So shout out to you for that. But go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I'm saying is I understand the past, and the past is our greatest teacher, and how we got to a certain point depends on where we came from. But moving forward, what are we going to do now? Okay. What are we going to there's people who have been addicted to certain substances.
Who brought that there? But who brought that there?
No, I'm just trying to make a point.
Okay.
Meaning that basically what I'm saying is things happen in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can blame this, you can blame that, you can blame this. Yes, we know that there's systemic racism. There's a whole system out there against us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at this point. We all know this now. We all, the internet's there. I mean, we all know what's going on, right? We all know what's going on. We're marching on the streets trying to get our oppressor to fix our problems that they created initially. They're not going to help. They're not going to save us.
Okay.
We can only save ourselves. These people are, they want us to be in these positions. A guy that's beating you up right now, if you have an enemy and he's beating you up, how are you going to ask your enemy for a Band-Aid?
I'm not.
He's not going to help you. Okay. We're asking the wrong people to help us. What we need to do is look to our left, look to our right, and ask the people that are in our households to help us. These people, they need this system in place in order for them to survive. You think they're going to give that up?
I'm not,
because we're begging and we're trying. It's not going to happen.
Nah, you keeping it. Listen, you're not saying. I cannot disagree with none of the things you just said. What you just said was right and exact. I just think, and as you do know, if we was to have longer dialogue, I want to get some more callers in, but if we would if we had longer dialogue, that even with substance problems, crack wasn't that long ago. Crack was only 25, 26 years ago, what they put the crack in our neighborhood. But listen, a lot of things you said tonight made a lot of sense. I'm glad that people will be able to hear you on the playback. I'm pretty sure there's many people who agree with you. But this is, again, I'm happy that you were able to bring a different dialogue, a different point of view, because it is, many people probably agree with you. So, thank you for calling. Stay safe out there. Thank you.
All right, brother. You too. All right.
Yes, sir. Peace. All right. Okay. We got 240. Please turn your computer down. You've been calling a lot, so pardon me. I was trying to get to you, but 240. What's your name and where you calling from?
Oh,
you got to.
Let me turn my computer down. All right.
You got to turn your computer down.
Yeah, I was being patient, but
yeah, you did call in a lot. Thank you for being patient. Please don't use any profanity. But what's your name and where you calling from?
I got you, man. This is the Uncrowned King. I'm calling from Hinesville, Georgia.
Hinesville, Georgia. A lot of Georgia in the building. I love that. Shout out to Georgia. So the question of tonight is, what is your idea of justice?
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this already, but I think justice for us is going to have to be separation. Mm. It's really going to have to be separation because we've tried the integration thing. Mm-hmm. We've tried to live amongst these people, and it just hasn't worked. Mm. you know, and I know a lot of people probably are not aware of the fact that, you know, the issues that have been taking place happened, you know, what, 99 years ago, May 31st, that was the bombing of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, you know. So, you know, we have to, we can't expect these laws and these historical events that have, you know, been against us to work in our favor. We have to get our own. You know, we haven't had the chance to build our own nation or society separate from white society. And I think that's what's hurting us, because we still want a seat at the table. And, you know, they know that we want a seat at the table. You know what I mean? So they're going to infiltrate everything that we try to do, as long as we allow them to, and do this sort of, you know, hand in hand, arm in arm, kumbaya type stuff. And it's just not going to work.
Got you.
It's just not going to work.
Got you.
You know, there's plenty of land down here in the South. You know what I mean? The highest, if I'm not mistaken, the highest density population of melanated people is down in the South. So this is where we should be, scooping up this land that's down here. Got
you. I mean, you know? That's like I said, what I do like, and one thing I like when I'm talking to the people is I like this is your thoughts, this is your, you know, and everybody, one thing about my platform, I like to get people thoughts. I like to mentally spar with people, and I can't disagree with nothing that you're saying, you know what I'm saying? And you brought a different perspective to it, you know what I'm saying? You brought definitely a different perspective to it. But thank you for calling, man. Be safe down there in GA.
I appreciate it, man. Peace.
No problem. Peace. Yeah, so call in. You see the number on the screen, 577-1346, 718. Okay, we got 786. What's your name and where you calling from? Please do not curse.
No, what's good? I'm Jim, man. I'm calling from Miami.
Miami. Okay, Jim, you see what the topic of conversation is tonight, but I want to ask you, what is your idea of justice?
My idea of justice?
That's what the topic of conversation is tonight.
Oh, man, just, you know, something that falls in the, you know, it falls in the guidelines of like something righteous. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I ain't gonna try to go there. I was gonna do, but long story short, my perfect idea of justice would be, say, for instance, if both of us steal, right? Both of us are supposed to get the same amount of time. It doesn't matter if Doggie Diamonds says, well, you know, he was the one that told me to do it. You know what I mean? It's, you know, both of us get that same amount of time. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? That's justice. And, you know, I wanted to add on what was being said, what Homeboy was saying, as far as...
Go ahead. By all means, go ahead.
Yeah, as far as us marching and protesting, I think this was more different, man. I think this was really more different. You know what I mean? You can say, oh, you sound hopeful or something like that, but not necessarily. The thing is about this one, I think now, after this whole thing's over, whether the verdict is guilty or not guilty for the four guys that have been convicted, charged, that's the word. I think what happens is now, the next time we see something like that in real time, we put our phones down and we just do what we got to do in order to save a life. You know what I mean?
But
and
you know, but you know what's deep about what you said, and I don't know if you realize it. You actually anticipating the next time.
No. The reason why I'm anticipating the next time, because you can never get. I don't think, even, don't get it twisted. I do believe police know what is to come. You know what I mean? From the next type of event. But I don't think they want to take that chance. But if you just got one of those rebels, one of those hard-headed cops that's going to take that chance and just say, you know what? It's going to be a George Floyd part 2. I think what happens now, you know what I mean? And this is not me inciting. This is me going off of what the people are doing. People actually intervene, prevent life being taken versus just recording it. It's okay if you got one person recording it. That's history, you know, that's documentation. But if it's a gang of everybody just watching that, we got to stop. You know what I mean? Like, just go ahead, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? What's the most you're gonna get charged for? Interfering with the officer's investigation? Well, what, I don't know, but I know it can't be severe to the point where 5 people interfered in preventing an officer from killing someone that looked like they could have killed somebody. So, and I think the media and the right things can actually be aiding people down versus people just sitting there and watch. I think everybody, I never even got to watch the video because I just didn't want to put myself through that dark, depressive state. You know what I mean?
Agreed. I just watched. I watched prior to the actual event, but I watched to see if he resisted. That's what I did watch for. When I didn't see that, I didn't understand. The end didn't justify the means to me. But yeah, let me get some more callers in, man. The phone is ringing. Thank you for calling, bro.
All good.
All right, peace. 201. What's your name? Where you calling from? Please turn your computer down and please no cursing.
Yeah. Hello.
201. Yeah. What's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, this Rand calling from Jersey City.
Jersey City.
DC.
Shout out to Ransom, Jersey City. When I hear Jersey City, I automatically think about Ransom. Pardon me for my hip hop moment.
Yeah, no, Rand, not Ransom, but Rand, R-A-N.
No, but I think about Ransom, the rapper, because he's from Jersey City.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
So what is your idea of justice?
All right. Well, first I'm gonna say I got 2 parts to this, right? Doggie Diamonds. I want to give praises to the Most High first of all.
Okay.
And thanks for picking up the line, and may you and your family be blessed as well. Okay. But it's 2 parts to this. So my idea of justice will actually be, first of all, those cops that did that murder, they get life in prison.
Okay.
And or the death penalty if the state of Minnesota has that.
Okay.
And also, my form of justice will be us coming together. Men being men, the women being women, and the children being children. Everything starts with the home. You see what I'm saying? So, as far as the justice on our side, it will be, like I said, the man coming back in our household. Not saying that we don't have no brothers holding it down, because we do. But looking at society, the way that it's going, a lot of our men, they want to be women. You see what I'm saying? And they not carrying that warrior spirit. And, as a man, you have to have that warrior spirit. Like when I was growing up, because I'm into the martial arts, so I do martial arts, all that. When I was growing up, we got down, we handled our business. Some fights I won, some fights I lost. But at the end of the day, we as men growing up, we gained respect for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And we knew to protect, our families, our mothers, whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? So, justice is a 2-edged sword. And like I said, a lot of us, we need to stop being just passive, brother. Like, I'm not saying go out and be violent or anything, but what I am saying is defend yourself.
We violent towards one another, though.
Huh?
We violent towards one another. I mean, if I make a video and I call some, yeah, but when it come to everybody else, that's a girl. What y'all doing? That's a girl. Yo, that disgusted me when I saw that video. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw the video that I'm talking about, but the police was roughing up some girl, and the same little dudes with their pants off their butt who talking about spinning the block and popping the op and F12 and all that. There's a girl. Right. Why you doing that to a girl? Well, how I was raised, you defend women at all costs, even if it costs you your life. That's how I was raised. I'm not gonna film it. I'm not gonna film it. I'm not filming anything first and foremost.
Exactly. But, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. We have lost that warrior spirit, man. And, like I said, a lot of us, when we go and protest, one of the things that, like, I support the protest because it brings awareness. things of that sort. But, we can't just stop there. We got to keep it going. We got to take it to the DA and things like that, because a lot of times the DA, they actually deal with, the police officer. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
Yeah, they have a relationship. I learned that from
exactly.
SVU. No lie. I learned that from
Right.
Law and Order
You
SVU.
see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but back to what I was saying, like I said, we lost that warrior spirit, and the first thing that they throw at you is, oh, just pray on it. Hey, look here, man. I pray every day and every night.
Facts.
But I also acknowledge Psalms 144 verse 1. You see what I'm saying? Which is that warrior spirit verse. And anybody that's out there that read that verse, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, it's just saying, bless the Most High who trains my fingers for war and prepare my hands for battle. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have that warrior spirit. Everybody talk about Jesus' love, but they don't talk about when Jesus turned over that table. You see what I'm saying? So, once again, not saying, go out here, just go kill people and things of that sort. No. But once again, I am saying, we gotta learn. We do know how. We just have to actually start defending ourselves and, just loving one another. And I will also say this. I'm not saying we don't need cops, because unfortunately, without cops, you have some cats out here that just run wild.
It'd be the wild west.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But what I am saying, you don't need the cops that is out here killing unarmed people that's already subdued and or are passive. You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Meanwhile, because they have a white boy that go into a church or a school or a movie theater, shoot up shop, and they apprehend him with no scratches on, no throw him to the ground.
They give him cheeseburgers.
Got like 10 bodies on his hands.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I say that's amazing, because if I was called to the scene the first time I see the guy, I'm blowing his head off. So I don't know how they do that. Meanwhile, you got a brother that's just selling CDs or minding his own business. Either way, he's passive and subdued, and that brother getting choked out where it ain't no life in him. You know what I'm saying? And the sisters get it too. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, let's
the
not
children
forget about
get
our women. Yes. All right, family. Thank you for calling in. Shout out to Jersey, South Jersey.
That's right. DC in the house
DC,
too.
yes.
DC, come on. Yeah, you gotta put some go-go on that track. Come on.
I listen, go-go. I respect all forms of black music. You know what I'm saying? It all comes from us anyway. So let me get some more callers in, family. Thank you for calling.
All right, brother.
Right,
be
peace.
Safe.
All right, 781. What's your name? Where you calling from? Please do not use any profanity.
Hi, Doggie Diamonds. It's Lola.
Oh no. We're not doing that. I'm sorry, y'all. That's somebody who used to call me and curse me out. I'm sorry. 239. What's your name and where you calling from?
Doggie Diamonds, what's good, man?
What's going on?
They call me Zone. I'm calling out of Florida, man.
Florida. All I ask is you do not curse, bro. So the question of the night is, what is your idea of justice?
All right, I'm going to target this question a little different. All right. Now, the thing that I'm tired of is people asking for justice in a country where they don't have no rights.
Okay.
That's number one.
Go ahead.
Now, number two is this. We've passed overdue when it comes to justice. We're talking about 500, 600, 700 years overdue when it comes to justice. So let's not skip that. Not only that is this. If you in your right mind think that prosecuting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police is going to change anything about them oppressing us, you're a fool.
Okay.
You're a fool. Okay? You have to understand something. You could never get justice until you fight. Everybody see, this is what they did in slavery. Okay? To keep you from rebelling. Anytime your fire started to burn, they knew just how to trigger you to calm down and water that fire out. You see what I'm saying? See, they spark you up
and then they know how to water you down. And this is why you hear a lot of black people say, well, I'm not promoting violence. You're not promoting violence. Dude, these people send millions of soldiers every year to go risk their life, sacrifice their life for war.
Across the world.
Okay? For war. So you can't, and the reason they do that is because why? They want justice. And they get it through war. And when they go out and when they go kill, and these people go to countries and kill kids and anybody. You know what they call
dogs,
them? Collateral
cats,
damage.
killing hamsters, everybody.
Collateral damage.
Pillage.
And the reason for that is because they will inflict war just to conquer. They don't. So my point is this: if we're talking about a government, a country who is willing to risk and sacrifice millions of soldiers to throw away their lives, and I remind you, for wars that they've caused, then what makes you think they care about you? So people, and this is the thing, this is why they take us as jokes and they laugh at us, because they know how to trigger our emotions and get us riled up, and they know how to calm us down. See, they got the on and off switch button. You see what I'm saying?
I like what you're saying.
And they got the on and off switch button. So right when we get fired up, they water us down. Now we all out there saying all lives matter. So
us,
now,
right? Yeah, us.
now you rising up. Hold on, check this out, doggy. Now you rising up against your oppressor. Now you just to get back in the hands of your oppressor. It don't make sense. How you doing all this rioting, looting, burning down buildings, just to turn around and say all lives matter? Now you holding hands with the same people who will oppress you again.
Facts. Not if,
it will never
but when.
be.
Not if, but when. Not if they'll do it again. When they'll do it again. Yeah.
Okay? It will never be liberation. You have to understand. When that fire light, you got to just let it burn.
Yeah.
That's the only way. See, niggas, right? Niggas.
Let's just watch the word. Let's watch the word. Yeah,
I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
No, it's cool.
Negroes, black people are scared to die. These people, they don't care. They got many of them to sacrifice. They don't care. They'll go to war, lay their life on the line quick. But, when it comes down to you killing another brother or killing another sister, you ain't scared to go to war with them. You ain't scared to go to war. You'll go to war with them quick. You'll rob them quick. But when it's time to rebel against that white man and take back what's yours, it's like, oh man, I can't. It don't feel right going against Malfa.
Wow.
That's that slave mentality. It don't feel, when you rebel against Malfa, it just don't feel right. But when you rebel against another dude, a black man, it feels good. You glad you got revenge.
I had to find the applause for you, man. One more round of applause for everything that you said here, because what you said, man, is so profound, so right and exact, and I really believe what you're saying is needed right now, because I'm on that same type of time of what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Because here's the thing.
And I love the fact that you're from Florida, you're from the South. And a lot of people from the South get slept on because y'all looked at as slow. Y'all looked at as y'all don't have.
Nah, actually, I'm from North New Jersey.
But you got the accent, bro. So you represent the South.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I
you got that accent. That South done got to you. But yo, man, I thank you. I like your brain. I like the way you think. I like your mindset, and it's very, very powerful and needed. But go ahead, though. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just had to salute you, man.
Now, here's the thing, people. You can't want justice, right, from the same people that oppress you. It would never happen. It would never happen. It's almost like they call it Stockholm syndrome.
Facts.
Where you constantly getting spit on, stepped on, beat on, killed, and you still somehow find some way to love your oppressor.
You fall in love with them. You actually fall. That's what Stockholm syndrome is.
And this is the problem that we suffer with, because we are so in tune with our feelings and emotions that when we overdo things, we have to take a step back because it don't feel right rebelling. It just don't feel right. But they'll slaughter you in a minute, and it feels lovely to them.
Yeah, because they have
They'll
them
slaughter
stored.
you. Let
I
me
said
say
this
this.
on my live today, right? Not to cut you. I said this on my live. I said historically, because I love to deal with history. I'm a history buff. I love to read. Historically, our women nursed their babies and they fed our babies to alligators. That's crazy, right?
Exactly.
Our women nursed their children and they gave our children cow milk and goat milk and fed them to alligators.
Crazy. And see, here's the thing. It's no more structure in the black community. It's no more structure, right? The women want to be men, and the men don't do anything to protect the woman, all right? And here's the thing. Just like you say you like to deal with history, just back in slavery days, what they did, they took the black man, raped him, humiliated him, killed him right in front of the black woman. So the black woman subconsciously looking at that like, what dang, if my own black man can't defend me, then I know we doomed. So it's no more structure. That structure has been torn down. This is why women going against man going against woman, child. It's all a bunch of confusion within our own community. So we haven't even figured out how to conquer the war within between us. And this is why we can't understand how to conquer the war between them, because we have to start inside first before it can go outside.
I agree.
Man, listen, these people are taking us as jokes.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
And until you rebel and don't let up, forget all that all lives matter. Forget all that, we ain't preaching violence. Forget all that, let's have peace. Forget all that. We did that 600, 700, 800 years ago. What you want, 600 more? You want to go 700 more years with that?
Watch out,
man, y'all cut it out.
Listen, please stick around for the end of the show. I don't know when it's going to end, but stay on the line. Stay listening on YouTube. Watch how I close this show. Okay. Watch the jewel that I'm going to drop at the end of the show when I get finished the callers. But thank you for calling. Your insight was very much needed. Much respect. Newark, New Jersey, Florida, wherever you at, bro. You a king, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you mind if I shout my Instagram out?
Do what you do, yes, please, by all means.
This what I want, and you too, Doggie Diamond. This what I want. I'm telling you people right now, I don't do this for likes, I don't do this for follows, I don't do this for fame. But I can guarantee, and I promise you, if you follow my Instagram, I will free your mind and you will see the truth behind all this stuff that's going on. My Instagram is zoned out TV _. Again, that is zoned ZONED out TV _.
Send me a DM.
Guaranteed to free your mind.
Send me a DM. What I want to do, send me a DM. And I'm gonna bring you back on. You know what I'm saying? You definitely somebody who I need on my platform. Time and time again, because your voice is needed, and I'm going to help you with whatever you're doing with your zoned out TV. I can help you with that over there too. So let's build let's start. Let's get something dope going.
Okay, because, I'm definitely going to send you a DM, but I want to tune into this YouTube. I don't want to take up too much time, so I'm going to tune in, and then I'm going to send you a DM when you get off live.
Do that. All right, peace, family.
All right, man.
Peace. Yep. 678. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Doggie Diamonds. This is Aaliyah.
Oh, Aaliyah.
From Brooklyn.
Is this my twin?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, this is my twin. Listen, family, this is not really like my twin per se, but we were born on the same day in the same year, and we met at a lecture, and it's rare to meet somebody who was born on the same day of the same year. So, in your opinion, what is your idea of justice?
My idea of justice is separation.
Okay.
So that we don't continuously have to go through this, because you're a historian, I'm a historian, and it's like the white supremacy just have new tricks, new games, new traps, they into this ritual sacrificing now, went from lynching to shooting our brothers and sisters out on the street. They are bred like this. We already understand their nature. We understand their spirit. We got my idea, on a personal level, my idea of justice, eye for eye, I'm the type of person, I feel he distressed that George Floyd's family, Breonna Taylor's family. We could go name all the families. I think all of their families should be harmed. That's how I personally think. And in my household, we have a personal, belief that if an officer or somebody harm us, like their whole family, everybody with that last name needs to be eradicated off of this planet. But because I'm a peaceful, loving person, 99.9% of the time, and I have not experienced anything like that in my life before. Oh, and truthfully, right, we born on the same day, the same year, on the day that Elijah Muhammad died.
Facts, yeah. See, a
so
lot
we
of people,
super spiritual,
super duper,
and very connected.
Yeah, so
very connected.
It's funny though, because everything that you said is, I don't, if my family cry, your family gotta cry, man. Everything,
exactly.
Everybody, like, if you pain me, I'm not gonna put a Band-Aid, and I'm not gonna accept your Band-Aid, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm okay. I'm not a forgiving person. I do not forgive people who intentionally harm me. I don't know about other people, and people be like, yo, you can forgive, but don't forget. Well, how could I forgive if I can't forget? If I look at this, every time I look at this stab wound, and I know you did it, I'm gonna be mad at you. I'm not gonna forgive you. But I'm not, man. Listen, man.
And we under an unjust, crazy system. You know what I deal with as far as my personal life. I'm an advocate for thousands of children that's being sex trafficked by white people. Most of my victims are white. You understand? So I see what they do to their own children. All of that. I'm talking about the stuff they do to their own children. Do you want me to talk about it? So I see, like, they putting their own children in, like, bestiality. They putting their own children in, or it's called satanic ritual abuse. That's to make these little kids devil worshippers. I'm talking about my family. The mothers that reach out to me are doctors, they lawyers, they police officers, they millionaires. You understand? So I know what's going on behind the scenes. And then this is all connected into, like, deeper craziness. Come on, what about what's going on behind the scenes? The missing children, the organ harvesting, the sex trafficking. Like, come on, these people are demons. This system is a demonic system. And this is the time to cut the check, get our reparations. And even if they don't give our reparations, we could build our own self up. We have the Black family in America. First of all, I feel we're the original people on the planet.
Facts.
Because I could send you my people's birth certificates going back to the 1500s. Or we was here. My family is Navajo, Choctaw, and Shinnecock. We was here, like Old Dirty Bastard when he used to be spitting. I'm like, yo, he know the truth. Like, why nobody else? We never came on no slave ship. My grandmother's my grandmother and all the Navajo Indians. My grandmother, father's mother is Jamaican because her father fled from America to Jamaica. You understand? When they was coming over here, stealing people from up north and bringing them to the west and down south to be slaves. That's my experience. That's what I know for a fact. So my whole thing is just these people I'm foundational Black American. I'm not going nowhere. Facts. I'm not giving up this country
that we built.
My blood is here.
That we built.
Right. That we built.
That
our roots is tied to. Our spirit is tied to. Our energy is tied to. Our culture is tied to. And I just wanted to make one point, too. I was dying laughing because I'm real spiritual, right? I was dying laughing, right? Because, the guys was crumping in front of the National Guards and the military officers. And then I seen Tariq Nasheed, he posted the guys twerking and balleting. Don't you remember, like, our culture, that's why they detached us from our culture. We used to do dancing before we went to war. We used to do, that's the part of the spirituals. The rituals, the spirituals. The last, 5 words in spiritual is rituals. We had rituals we did to bring out the ancestor energy, to bring out those Ogun spirits, those deities, Shaka Zulu, not Shaka Zulu.
I don't know about no twerking and ballet, though. That's a little different.
Huh?
No, I don't know about no twerking and
But
ballet.
that's what they doing today.
Yeah, that's a little different. I don't know. We
what
wasn't
you
doing
want us
that.
to do the stomps? And
No, we was crumping.
That's what I'm telling you.
Crumping is real. I understand crumping, but men twerking, nah, we can't be doing that.
I know that was a little too much.
Yeah, we can't be twerking. You know what I'm saying? I don't get on the ground and do a windmill or something like that, a backspin. But all that twerking, nah, man. We can't be twerking.
Break dancing, right?
Yeah, we can't be twerking.
Do the haka, right? The haka spirituals.
Yeah, do
right?
something, man.
But
we can't be twerking. So I have a lot of callers. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah. Thank you too.
But we're gonna build later on because I want to talk about some of the other stuff. That you brought up with the organ harvesting and all that stuff. We got to build on that at a big level. So I'm gonna hit you on the DM.
White people is training their children as young to grab a black person off the street and do rituals on them, like what that guy posted on us today. They train them to do blackface from little kids, and I deal with these people. 99% of my Facebook and my audience is white.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
But
all right.
yeah,
so
they train them from young.
Yep.
All right.
Right, later on. Yeah.
Later, twin. Thanks for taking my call. Bye-bye.
Yep. 757. I already know this is VA. What part of VA you calling from? Norfolk, VA. Okay, what's your name? And all I ask you is not to curse. And the question for today is, what is your idea of justice?
Yeah, I'm Big D, calling from Norfolk. I definitely appreciate you taking my call.
Yes, sir.
But to be honest with you, I just think either one, all Europeans need to leave this country because it's our country, or we just need to kill them all off.
Damn.
Because this country has been built on an institution of racism. They show you police brutality, and most 85ers think it just stopped there. But it's educational to miseducation. It's it's financial. It's the food they give us. It's the hospitals. It's just across the board, and it's been going on for so long, and people just don't see it. So the only thing I could think of is we need to just get rid of all of them.
Realistically, I hear what you're saying. But realistically,
we got to take small steps. I think realistically, I don't know. We need to somehow, to start building and creating our own community.
Got you.
We just need to get away from them because we've been asking for our rights for so long. We need action.
It's funny though. It's funny though because the reason why I'm asking this question tonight. Well, I say it at the end. I say it at the end. But thank you for calling. VA, Norfolk in the building. Portsmouth in the building. Virginia Beach in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all out there in VA. You know what I'm saying? And let me get some more callers and family.
All right, appreciate you taking my call though.
Yes, sir. Peace. We have 347. So I already know you, New York. What part of New York you calling from? What's your name? And please don't curse.
Yo, Doggie Diamonds, Lex Jackson.
Okay, what's going on? Yeah, I see you in the chat. What's going on? So, all right, what's your idea of justice?
All right, so I think justice, it comes in the spirit of truth, right?
Okay.
You and the last sister that came on, y'all talking about Elijah Muhammad. If I remember correctly, Elijah Muhammad is a Libra, and that's the sign of justice with the scales, right?
Facts. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the actual screen I have up here. That's why the picture is what it is. If you look at the YouTube screen. But go ahead, though.
You see, dog, I'm a Pisces too, bro.
Facts.
So when I say I come in the spirit of truth, I'm coming with we gotta realize what's going on, right? So Doggy, I'm a bust this down real quick. The Gemini is the sign of the twins, right? The city of Minneapolis, Minnesota has a moon in Gemini, and they call it the Twin City.
Oh, I broke that down last night. The
Twin
City, the spirit of Gemini, and Steven Jackson calling homie twin. I bust that down last night. I talked about that last night.
Doggy, there's some in regards to America, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we look at like just the vibes of what's going on in America, we able to realize certain things, right? Like the new metrics of the word need.
Mm-hmm.
The word need, right?
Mm-hmm.
We look at the new metric to that. It equals the same thing as Biden. It equals the same thing as NASA. You feel me? So as a people and as a culture, like we naturally in tune, bro. I didn't even see the skills. I didn't even see the scale on the screen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just got to get in tune with our natural vibration. We like, we got to ask ourselves the real things. Like, why is it that these people could harm us and just get away with it and act like nothing happens? Like, what consciousness allows that to prevail? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And when we start asking ourselves these real questions, we get real answers and we come up with real solutions. You feel me?
Facts. No, I can't disagree with nothing you're saying. But yeah, I broke the twin thing down last night, and people looked at me like I was a little crazy. But I was like, yo, it's a higher science to everything, and there's no such thing as a coincidence. No such thing as a coincidence. Many things that we see are very ritualistic, and they're done on purpose. But we are not in tune with certain things, so we look at many things as being spooky. We look at many things as being conspiracy, but it's right. It's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? But bro, go ahead. Before I get some more callers in.
Yeah, I was gonna say certain things like R.I.P. to Kobe and his daughter, but even the daughter's name, bro, like George Floyd, R.I.P. to the King, word too. His daughter's name is Gigi too, bro. Like, you feel me? That's
you lying.
No, bro. His daughter that said my dad changed the world, bro. Her name is Gianni, bro.
Wow.
And it's like, for real, bro. As a people, bro, we got to start realizing how beautiful nature is, and we got to get more in tune with each other, because this should be it be in our face, bro.
Yeah.
It be in our face. And we gotta appreciate each other more, for real. You feel me?
Facts. All right, family. So thank you for calling in. Lex Jetson, that's your name?
Yeah, bro, that's my name.
Okay, yeah, I ain't want to get it twisted and all that. But yo, yeah, let me get some more callers in, family. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, peace, King.
Peace. All right. Yeah, that super chat is open too. So if y'all want to send something in, it is 267. I believe that's Philly, if I'm not mistaken. But what's your name and where you calling from?
What's up? It's G from Philadelphia and shit, doggy.
Philly. Only thing I do need from you, please do not curse. Do not use any profanity at all. And
I'm gonna try.
You can't have to try. You have to learn how to articulate yourself without cursing, bro. We grown men. You know what I'm saying? When you talk,
you're right. You're right. I'm 41 years old.
So I love the curse. I love the curse. I use cursing all the time. But when I talk to certain people, and I talk to my elders, and I talk to children, I do not curse. So right now, YouTube is on some funny style stuff with me on my channel. So I just can't risk it. So if you curse, I'm gonna have to bang on you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear your point of view. So what is your idea of justice?
I witnessed it before. I hear you, man.
Yeah, facts.
What was you saying, dog?
What is your idea of justice?
Man, my idea of justice is them getting what everybody else gets or whatever. But the thing is, doggy, man, I don't even think that's going to happen, man.
Okay.
It's just going to drag out as is or whatever. Okay, they got them, and it's just going to be another one of those situations. I mean, these situations we done had already.
I'm not. Yeah, you're not saying nothing wrong, and that's unfortunately, man.
It's I didn't mean to cut you off, doggy. I mean, it's heartbreaking as hell, man. I ain't trying to sound soft on live or nothing like that, but it's heartbreaking, man. It's National Guards. I done seen what's it yesterday? I seen like 30 National Guards on Race Street downtown or whatever in Philly. Like 20 cops, 30 National Guards in formation. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I like, as far as justice, I mean, I think it's going to play out how all these other cases played out, man. You know, I mean, you look online or whatever. You got people posting pictures up or whatever. Like it's like 100 victims that people that fell victim to police brutality. And like I mean, what do you
nothing happened?
What can you do about it?
Nothing happened.
It's the same old thing.
There was no justice.
Like I mean, I'm not talking anything that you don't know that anybody else don't know. You know what I mean? Yep. But I appreciate you taking the call. Actually, for real, dog, I actually wanted to give a shout out to you and a couple callers back or whatever. They were saying some real stuff, man.
Yeah. No, this is what we do. I have a very, very, very intelligent audience. I represent myself very articulate, very intelligent. So I like the reciprocity of the audience that come on here and everybody can articulate their point. And I want to show these people, YouTube or whoever, that we could talk like grown men and women. We not savages. We don't have to yell. We don't have to curse. We don't have to be irate. And we still could get our point across, still be firm, still be passionate. But we are very, very articulate. So, yo, bro, thank you for calling in. Shout out to Philly. Let me get some more callers in.
No doubt.
Yep, peace. 917. So this is New York because I'm from New York and I know the 917. What's your name? Where you calling from? And I just asked you not to curse.
This Slim, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn, from Crown Heights.
Crown Heights, okay. But I'm Brooklyn biased, so allow me to, I'm Brooklyn biased. Everybody know me. I love my borough.
You already know, baby.
Family, we bred different.
Street,
it's the home of the Warriors. So listen,
you already know.
What is your idea of justice?
I feel like I-49 battled it out in the courtroom, man. I feel like the minute they fired him and became a civilian, people could have knocked him or knocked somebody close to him and battled it out in the courtroom.
Wow, yeah. He became a civilian.
That would have saved all the nonsense, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was.
He's got, and then, it is what it is. We could do all of that in the courtroom.
That's kind of cut and dry. I didn't realize that as soon as he gets fired, he's now a civilian. He's just not even a peace officer now. Some things they like to call themselves and all that. It is what it is.
None of that.
Because we know, I don't know if the people know, but being in the borough, NYPD is different, man. That's a whole different. That's something that I don't wish on nobody in no country around the world. NYPD, especially after 9/11, the deal we deal with, especially in Brooklyn. What precinct is in your area?
77.
Oh, the most corrupt precinct in New York City.
They dirty. Some people block after niggas that they got their hands together. Man, fuck you think, man.
Yo, no cursing, man. I gotta go.
My bad.
Yo, thank you for calling.
You already know.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So before I take another few callers, I'm gonna probably try to take another 2 callers. I'm gonna try to close down this show. I'm not gonna keep this long, 2 hours, because I like a lot of audience retention. But let me take another caller. 570. What's your name and where you calling from? Please do not curse.
Peace, family.
What's going on?
Fatal Almond Rock on all platforms.
Okay. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the BX. We keep them other numbers, but I'm calling from the BX.
Okay, that's what it is. BX in the building. What's your idea of justice?
My idea of justice right now, being that we already in this frenzy, is we got to make sure that this ain't Ferguson 10 years ago when they killed them protesters. See, these people don't realize that they put themselves on the line, and now you a target with AI. So who gonna protect you? You front line. You found them in trunks.
Darren Seals, rest in peace, Darren Seals. Yeah, but see, you know what, bro?
What's the other one?
It was his homie. It was his homeboy. It was the witness.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what about the one they found hung?
Facts. You know what's funny, family? I'm glad that you said that, because again, I am history is the best teacher, and I love reading, I love studying, I love seeing stuff, and many of our people, unfortunately, stay so high. So then I don't want to stereotype, but many of our people are always high, always drunk, and always dealing with entertainment, that we don't realize that it's a whole another world going on, and that's all by design, what they put in front of us. But they do a lot of sneaky, spooky stuff to us that don't get put out there, because a lot of people don't even know who Darren Seals is. They have no clue who Darren Seals is. And what you said is right and exact about his homie, the one who was the witness. They found him. Remember, he got shot up in his car.
Yeah.
And then they was finding people in the trunks in Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact. So yeah, but what's your idea of justice though?
How my idea of that justice is, we make sure we tell them no targeting any of our people that was in that protest. This is a must. Their heads could come off, and we know it's true. Diamond, we know it's true, though. It's real.
Facts.
So that's one idea. You got to let them know. You can't target our people because they was in this protest. And you got to demand that they change the structure of the police department. If not, you have to riot every time something happens. Because if you give up, they're going to try slavery again. We can't ever give up now because it already started.
In too deep.
How can we give up?
In too
right.
deep.
So we got to demand every step of the way because the fuel is already there. We can't let them put out the fire like the brother said. Nah, the fire going. The only thing you can do now is ask for them not to target the people who was on those front lines. They going after people. We know this. Give it 10 months. When AI do its thing and run that little recordable, that's what we need justice in. That part right there. Because we know that's a fact. All of that other stuff, I know that goes down. But them frontliners that kept talking on them cameras, them sisters, without no man standing near them, like 10 men standing up like we stand behind her, they out there freeballing. And you don't got nobody with them. So 10 months from now, when they say she got hit by a car, and they're not even saying hit by a car, they showing you that they meant it. They even putting your own people against you. So now we need justice is protecting those people who's on those lines. And now whose job is that? That's the older group, because we watch the youth go out there and do it. We watch the youth, and I'm not saying that they wrong. They got to fight the way they see fit. But we can't turn our back on them now.
Yeah, we in too deep.
All of these so-called leaders, you got to come out. And now you teach them the right way to get some results. You're not putting nothing on the table. We just fighting. We got to have a result for the table. Saying we need this kind of relief in the police department. If you're not from this district, this state, you're not allowed to be over here doing that. Let's find some justice right there. Because if we don't, those Chinese and all of those other people will be right back in our neighborhoods policing us to death.
Yo, and on that note, yeah, thank you for calling, man. BX, always proud and standing up. So, yo, man, thank you for calling. Let me get some more callers in, family. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate
Yes, sir. Okay, this is the last phone call of the night before I close out. 302-332. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Michael, and I'm from Delaware, but I'm in Jersey right now.
Jersey. Okay. All I think I asked you, Michael, was do not curse. Okay. So, Michael, what is your idea of justice?
My idea of justice is people in power not conforming to the temptation of abusing their power in general. Like, I think it's more than just one cop doing one bad thing. I feel like it's a whole system of police, National Guard, government, and famous people abusing their power and thinking they could just get away with everything.
Got
There's so many examples of it. It's endless.
Got you. No, I'm definitely you're not saying nothing. I'm in agreement with you. It's I believe, in my opinion, it's systematic. It's like a whole system, and then it get passed, the buck get passed because the police is doing what their commanding officer tell them to do, what the law tell them to do, and what they're allowed to do in accordance to the law. So they're called law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? They're called law enforcement, so they're enforcing the law. So if they're enforcing the law and they're killing people, then that means there's something wrong with the law. Or did they break the law? And if they broke the law, then they should be treated like everybody else who breaks the law, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're also talking to businesses saying if you're using counterfeit dollars, you automatically have to call the police, but other stores don't do that sometimes. And also, the same thing happened a white person using a counterfeit bill or something, and they're I don't know, they're just there's so much influence they have over these like people and stuff. It's kind of sad. But, yeah.
All right, man. Thank
also,
you. Go ahead. Close out.
Yeah, I was just like, there's so much rabbit holes of people like in power abusing it, like rappers and all of that. Especially Drake. Looking at Drake being tied to the mob, but yeah.
Yeah. But he just gave up $100K for people.
Okay, yeah. Good
so
friend,
I get it's so sad. When we talk about that, because sometimes all people got to do is give up money and we forgive them, but we don't forgive everything else they did. It's almost like the drug dealer in the hood selling drugs, and all he got to do is give out free turkeys, and then everybody forgives him for messing up the hood. But yo, man, thank you for calling in. You are the last caller for tonight. I'm gonna close out the show, man, and be safe out there.
Yeah, thanks for spreading all the good information, man.
No problem. Peace. Okay, y'all. So like I said, the super chat is open. If you want to send me a donation, you can send a donation via PayPal or Cash App, but I'm going to close out the show tonight. Thank everybody for calling in. Thank everybody in the chat room. But I do want to say this about marching. Marching is not new. Marching is old. Marching is before our time. Before many of us was born, they were marching. Dr. King marched. Many of these people who are marching now, their parents and grandparents marched with Dr. King. For some of the same things that Dr. King marched for, this is what they're marching for right now as we speak. My brother is my older brother. He got me by I forgot how many years he got me by, like 8 years. But my older brother is 51 years old. And he was born in 1968. Dr. King, I believe, was assassinated in 1968. So let's say 51 years ago, they did the March on Washington. And in the March in Washington, it was Caucasian people marching with him. It was people from all walks of life marching with him, just like you see today. And over 51 years later, we're marching for the same things. Justice for us. Y'all don't see something wrong with that? Y'all don't see the fact that their parents and grandparents marched with Dr. King over 51 years ago. And after they marched, and he gave this I Have a Dream speech, and in his speech, he wanted to see black kids and white kids and everybody in harmony. They bodied him. They bodied a man of peace, right? Not only that, after the march, the same people who marched, the grandparents and parents of the people who's marching today out there, they went home. They still was killing us. They still was sicking police dogs on us. They still was spraying us with fire hoses. Over 51 years ago. That wasn't that long ago. That's my oldest brother. That's still going on 51 years later. Something is wrong when the children and grandchildren of people who march is still marching. And they're marching on our behalf, but these are the same people that are marching that produced Karen, that produced the people who murdered Aubrey. I always butcher his last name, so I'm not going to attempt, but just murdered him. Those same people, these are the same people who gentrified our neighborhood. These are the same people who benefited from everything wrong with us. Who privatized jail, we got bad school, we got bad food. You ever notice you buy fruit from your supermarket in your neighborhood in like 2 days. The fruit is spoiled. The apples are spoiled. The fruit don't last. The food don't last. The meats are spoiled. Everything is spoiled. These are the same people that's marching out there right now saying, stop killing black people. And y'all are part of what's killing us. Systematically, y'all are part of what's killing us. So in 51 years, your parents or your grandparents was out there marching with Dr. King. Bernie Sanders, that's his claim to fame. He loves to say he marched with Dr. King, right? He's ran for president of the United States twice. Oh, let me take this call-in number down because ain't nobody calling. I'm sorry, y'all. He ran for president twice. Bernie Sanders, you marched with Dr. King and you would have became president, and you have to change certain things from 51 years ago? Who benefited in 51 years? The same people that's out there right now saying, stop killing black people? Black Lives Matter? Are you crazy? What did Dick Gregory used to always say? Besides, huh? Are y'all crazy? So when I see the marching, I see people marching, and there's some people are happy. They're saying, Doggie Diamonds, don't say certain things. You're causing division. My question to y'all is, when were we ever together? In order to divide something, it has to be together first. I'm not causing division. I never caused division. I'm not speaking division. But why do we have to go and ask for justice when that was supposed to have been given 51 years ago when the parents and grandparents marched? In 51 years. And it goes back further than that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not gung-ho. I'm not happy. I'm not acting like it's a great thing to see them out there. They're with us. They're saying, stop killing blacks. You know what? You know how you stop killing us? You know how you stop killing us? I'm going to tell y'all how y'all stop killing us. Because you telling the police to stop killing us, but y'all are part of it too. Y'all are part of it too, because y'all are part of the system, and y'all benefit from the system that kills us. For one thing, you spread that wealth. You spread that wealth. You spread that quality of life. Stop coming where we live, moving us out. Stop calling the police on us. Stop stereotyping us. Stop racial profiling us. Because it's y'all out there in the march, too. It's not just the police. Don't say it's the police. Don't just blame the police. That's the scapegoat. It's y'all, too. It's y'all, too. Y'all got to take some responsibility. It's y'all, too. So don't get happy because they out there. Don't get happy because they out there with you and they singing with you. Because the same thing happened 51 years ago with their parents and their grandparents. And after the March of Washington was over, one of the many marches, you had Selma, you had many different marches. After that march happened, they went home. And they killed Dr. King. And they still killing us. And they still sick dogs on us. And they still racial profiled us. They still put crack in our community. They still did so many things to us. And these people benefited from everything bad that happened to us. So blaming the police is a scapegoat. Take accountability for what y'all took place in too. Take accountability for y'all actions too, because y'all just as guilty as the police. So I don't want to see your sign. I don't want to see you saying Black Lives Matter. I don't want to see you saying none of that, because it's a trend to me. It's cool to do. It's a photo op. And when y'all go home, they still gonna be bodying us. So take responsibility for what y'all benefited from. And it goes back way longer than 51 years. But I'm just giving you that because I seen the pictures of y'all marching. And Bernie Sanders loved to say, I was with Dr. King. It ain't gonna work. I ain't having it. I'm not marching with y'all. I'm not joining hands with you until y'all take responsibility for what y'all contributed to this mess that we in too. Y'all coming in our community where we live and displacing us. Buying up everything. Building Starbucks. We don't own none of those things. The Asians. The Arabs. Coming into our community where we live. And then the Caucasians coming and buying all the houses and giving us pennies for the house. We don't know the market. We don't know anything. Y'all are a part of everything. And not to mention, historically, how racist you have been to us in Staten Island, in Long Island, in parts of Brooklyn, in Queens. Cut it out. Cut it out. Because the minute we move into your neighborhood, we done seen the spray paint on some houses. And we know some of them unkind words that was said. And you know what? When you really know how they feel, when they get mad at you. Look what they call you. Look how they feel about you. Because we're looters, we're animals, we're gang members, we all these things. But stop fronting like y'all never contributed to our demise and didn't benefit from it. Blaming the police is easy. But those police officers you're blaming is your sons, your fathers, your uncles, and many of your families. The whole family has been on the police force. What did Hillary Clinton call us? Super predators? Cut it out. Cut it out. So marching is cute. I guess it means something to the people it means something to. People saying it's a start. They already did that. And again, when they went home, they sent their kids to college. They bought them a car at 16. They inherited businesses. And all we inherited was generational curses that we still trying to break today, right now. So cut it out. I'm just sitting back laughing. And I know y'all laughing at us. And I know YouTube probably not going to monetize this video. But it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth has to get out there. The truth has to get out there. And y'all got to stop fronting. Stop fronting. You want us to stop dying? Help us with our quality of life. And how do you help us? Leave us alone. Y'all love everything about us but us. Y'all love our slang. You love our music. You love our women. You love our clothes. You love our money. But you don't love us. And we still, as a people, love y'all. We still love y'all. We still love y'all. And y'all, look what y'all have done to us. It's your parents. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-grandparents that have done all this stuff to us historically. And now you're out there marching, talk about stop killing blacks. Blaming the police for what you participated in too. The vaccinations, the poor education. Y'all knew all this was going on for years. It's not a police thing. It's a system thing. So if the system get changed and you don't reap some of them benefits, do you still want us to stop dying? That's what y'all gotta ask yourself. So with that, yeah, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Please get them likes up. I need those likes. I need those shares. Any way you can help, spread the word of what I'm doing here. I appreciate it. Again, we intelligent black men and women. And no matter who calls, and I accept all callers, I do not know the race, nationality, the region of anybody who calls. I accept all callers. But if you come on here and you got some flawed logic or you talking some mumbo jumbo, I ain't letting nothing slide. Don't nothing get past me. I do interviews for a living. I listen to people for a living. I am a critical listener and a critical thinker. You cannot slide nothing past me. You cannot pacify me. And you can't just pee on my head and tell me it's rain. And I ain't singing We Shall Overcome. Facts. So with that, again, please hit the like button. Again, the super chat is open for anybody that want to do that. The PayPal is here. The Cash App is here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Again, I'm on here. Try to come on here every day and build with y'all. I want to hear y'all voice. Your voice is very, very important. Unfortunately, many platforms don't let y'all speak, and I be wanting to hear from people, because this is the time that we really need to stick together as a people and really have dialogue, open and honest dialogue. So even if you didn't call in or you wasn't on the call, if you heard something on here tonight that resonated with you, share this video. Share this on your platforms. The way you share those videos of us getting bust over our head, of us looting, the way you share them videos of all types of, buffoonery and coonery. Share these videos when we speak in truth to light, because that's very important also, because again, we're not savages, we're not animals, we're not thugs. You know what I'm saying? It's very important and very essential that we start showing ourselves in positive light, because look how they show us. But we also have to let them know we ain't stupid. We read, we study, we educated, we're well spoken, and we speak to one another and we have dialogue. Cut it out. We not stupid. We not stupid. Y'all hid education from us. Y'all gave us poor education, and we still figured it out. Y'all wasn't allowing us to read at one point, and we still can outread you now. And me personally, I'm a high school dropout. Dropped out of school in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? But I could code, I could put all this together, I could do graphics, I could do all of this. Why? Because my education is not determined by their piece of paper. My education is determined by knowledge of myself and my people and my history and my awareness of my surroundings. That's what education is, and how you apply it. Application is everything. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I talk for a living, so sometimes you guys shut me up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be on a self-imposed shut up moment. So it's time for me to go. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, Doggie Diamonds. If you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, send me a DM, @reply me, whatever. It is what it is. If you share this on Twitter, @reply me, I'll retweet you. If I'm not following you on any social media platform, hit me up and you following me. love is love. You know what I'm saying? If you got a YouTube page and you're trying to get your YouTube popping and I done helped these other dudes and they talk bad about me. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother show, whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be watching other people. Some of the people is watching other people. But again, my name is Doggie Diamonds. The diamonds in my name is because I was formed under pressure, and I'm here to give you jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Diamonds is one of the most precious jewels and one of the most revered jewels, and that's just my name. You know what I'm saying? So I don't stand before y'all as a coon, as I don't buck dance. I don't do no stupidity. Never. You never see me do that, and I never will. That's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes my passion get confused with anger, but I'm definitely not an angry black man. I laugh, I joke, I play, and it just so happens that my love for my people sometimes just is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But yeah, I am out of here. Doggie Diamonds TV, thank you for joining me tonight. Y'all be safe. It's raining in New York City right now. It's muggy. I got the window closed. So, yo, I will holler at y'all later on. I'll be back tomorrow. I need to edit some videos. I'm going to put some videos out. If you're not subscribed to me, please make sure you hit the notification. Last night when I went live, I forgot to set the notification, but y'all did tune in for me. Again, if y'all have me, I'll come back on here often, sometimes in the daytime, sometimes in the morning, sometimes at night if I have the time. But I got many things that I'm working on. So it is what it is. I'm finally going to be quiet now. I am Doggie Diamonds. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Peace.